Hey YouTube, it's Don here. Just wanted to go over these bullets I have sitting in front of me. Talk a little bit about them briefly. At least I'll try to keep it as brief as I can, because sometimes I like to go on a rant. I know, got to work on that. But as I look at them, to start off with the AK rounds, and then move to the 9mm rounds. The first AK round you see, the 760 by 39, is 124 grain full metal jacket boat tail round from Golden Tiger. I swear by these rounds. Not only are they very, very reasonably priced at 500 round cases or half cases or 1,000 round cases, SG Ammo, that's who I'd go through to get these ammo, or this round. They're good people over there, and I just really like this round. It's consistently 1.5 to 1 3/4 MOA out of my Vepr, and that's with the red dot. So I've just shot it a lot. I know how my rifle operates, and I just kind of know where it likes to go. And I was shooting solid 2-inch MOA groups with iron sights at 100 yards out of my Vepr. So I really like this round. It's accurate. It's definitely going to deliver the goods. I would say out to 400 yards, no problem. Obviously, if I'm shooting past 300, I'm probably going to go with a magnified optic. I may look into like Primary Arms. They're 3X that's meant for this caliber round. Who knows? As of right now, my Vepr's kind of heavy. It's the shortened RPK version, so it's a little heavy. So I'm trying to keep it as light as I can, but still as effective as I can. And yeah, so it's kind of that kind of happy medium. I don't want 12-pound AK, because I think right now the way I have it set up, I think it's around 10.1, 10.2 pounds, maybe a little more than that. But it's definitely under 11 pounds. But it's getting there. It's just I'm not probably going to touch it, because it's a pretty robust rifle, to say the least. So then to the left of the Golden Tigers, the Tool 125 grain soft point round. You can see some differences. Obviously, that Golden Tiger is a little bit pointier due to the fact that that's a soft point, and then also the sealant around the Golden Tiger and its primer are both sealed, as the Tool ammo is not. I like the primered or the sealed primer and the sealed bullet for kind of more adverse conditions, but I really haven't had any issues with the Tool ammo. Obviously, you get what you pay for, and I'll just leave that there. I would just say get out, shoot your rifle, whether it be an AK or an AR, and just know how it shoots, and you'll figure out quite quickly that if you're doing your part and you're really paying attention and you're really using the fundamentals of marksmanship, you can pretty much guarantee, or at least you can be more consistent with your groups, and how accurate you are with that rifle, no matter what kind of rounds you're putting in it. So it's just something to think about. Both of those rounds are very effective. I really like the 760 by 39. I think it brings a little more pain, at least out to 300 yards, than the 5.56 does. And I just, thinking shit hits the fan, economic crash, whatever the case may be, I think that long term, I think the AK is going to maybe outlive the AR, just due to the fact that it's just kind of a more reliable platform. And it's meant to be that way. Obviously, that's what the Russians wanted, and that's why it's been so successful in pretty much every place it's been, and why it's so widely used by good and bad guys. So cruising over to the 5.56 round, I have no problem with 5.56. I love my AR-15s just as much as I love AKs. I love both platforms. I think they both bring a lot of hate and discontent to the battlefield if you know what you're doing. I like that you can increase the weight of the 5.56 round up to like 77 grain, and it actually kind of starts to act like an AK round almost at distance, and tends to withhold its energy and velocity a little bit better than the AK round. So that's why it can kind of extend out to, 500 yards a little bit better. And the bullet's moving faster, so it's a lighter, faster bullet. So again, AR-15, great platform. AK, great platform. I think it just really depends on what you like and what you like to shoot and what you're looking for and what you're hoping for. And as long as you're looking at it in a reasonable manner, both these different platforms will serve you well. If you know what you're doing and if you do your homework and your research and practice. That's all I can say. The more you shoot, the better you get. And that's coming from 8 years Marine Corps experience in the infantry, shooting thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds in training and in combat. You just get better with time. So then cruising over to the pistol cartridges I got sitting here. I got 124 grain American Eagle FMJ ball round. I got a Spear Gold Dot there in the middle, 124 grain plus P, bonded hollow point. And then I have a Critical Duty 135 grain plus P round. I really like 9mm. I like that you can carry 17, 18 in one. I like the price, and with the bullet technology that they have today, you don't necessarily need to go with a bigger caliber bullet. 9mm is going to do the job, and in a much more cost-effective way than some of the other cartridges out there. Obviously, there's always going to be a bigger, better, faster, more accurate bullet. But again, I'm coming from kind of more of a budget mindset. So if your pockets are deep, then you can go with a 308 as your main rifle, and then go with a 45 or whatever pistol cartridge you choose, or and then you could start playing with some pretty cool stuff. The deeper your pockets are, the more cool stuff you get to play with. So my pockets aren't that deep yet, keyword yet. So when they get there, maybe I'll get a 308 and maybe play around with a different kind of pistol cartridge. But the way I was trained was, your rifle is your main weapon, your pistol is your backup. Now, obviously, being in the civilian sector, your pistol is your main weapon, your rifle is your backup. So it's kind of a interesting twist there, or flip-flop, I should say. Obviously, with pistols, it's going to come down to shot placement. Pistol cartridges are not the greatest at killing people. Can they? Absolutely. They do it all the time. But under duress, under very intense situations, most people are not trained well enough to put someone down quickly. So a lot of times I think people end up living, whether it be home intruders or whatever, is because the person firing the round is firing in self-defense or firing under stress, or duress rather, and it's definitely going to stop the threat, but that's something that goes into practice and getting out there and getting into those defensive pistol courses and shooting under stressful situations, is only going to further your chance of survival, and especially being that you're not going to be rocking a assault weapon, or an AR, I should say, or an AK around town. You're probably more or less going to be having your pistol as your everyday carry. That's going to be with you. So I would say practice a lot with your pistol just as much as with your rifle. I tend to like to practice with my rifle more than my pistol, but that's just because the way I was trained. That's the way the Marine Corps trained me, and I'm trying to break it, but as of right now, I enjoy shooting my rifle more than my pistol. I have shot my pistol a lot more, and I'm getting to be quite accurate with it, and I'm really starting to kind of understand how it operates in a more intimate way than I did before. So again, there's always going to be the bigger, better bullet. I don't think that there's an all-around best cartridge. If I had to pick one right now, though, it's not here. It'd be sitting in front of me. It's a 308 or 760 by 51. I think if any round is kind of a do-all, I would say that would be it. Given the fact that it's plentiful, our U.S. military uses it, and it just is a lot of and it comes in a lot of different packages, whether it be semi-automatic, magazine-fed rifle, or bolt-action rifle. So again, it's up to what you're looking for, what you're hoping for, and what your pockets are going to allow you to do. But I definitely think that this is a good start. And then obviously, as you get more versed in this world, as far as weapons, you can try out other stuff. But 7.62 by 39, the 5.56, and 9mm, I just don't think you can go wrong with either one of these choices. So that's all I got for you. Stay safe and Semper Fi.